everybody, happy Wednesday. It is our midweek tree. It's Christmas in July. We're feeling festive and we have got a wonderful new launch to share with you guys. We're so happy to be here. It is officially day 3 of Christmas in July and we have got a brand new concept card launch for you. You can send all of your festive Christmas wishes with really beautiful nostalgic artwork, sentimental poems and the most spectacular window to the heart apertures. It is, of course, window to the heart. My name is Rebekah Monks and I'm going to be joining you for this wonderful show. I'm going to be your host and presenter for this fine hour of crafty fun. We have the wonderful Jess in the producer's station. Good morning. And in the demonstration station, an absolute true gem of a crafter. It's Cat, everybody.
Oh, thank you, Beth.
You're welcome. How are you?
I'm good.
Can't
believe it's Wednesday already.
I know. I think we only see each other on Wednesdays now, don't we?
I know.
So we definitely make the most of it.
We
try. Okay, so this launch, Cat.
Yes.
Hobby Maker sold out twice.
Wow.
We added around an extra 350.
Wow.
I know. Ridiculously popular.
So
Everyone
what have
went
we got
crazy.
about 4 left to sell to the guys today?
Pretty much. No, I'm joking. We have squeezed a few things around, but we are a bit lighter than we would probably want to be. So if you want this kit, just get it into your basket. Shop now whilst we're nattering on hunkydorycrafts.co.uk. It is already on there now for you to shop. So let us know if this is sliding into your baskets. Don't forget as well, we have got our wonderful Christmas in July event. So we've got 2 weeks of wonderful launches, amazing demonstrations, lots of goodies and giveaways, and while stocks last, our amazing Festive Forest paper art pocket pad, free with every single order. 64 pages in there. Absolutely amazing. Just for free. You don't have to add it, nothing. It just goes in your parcel, doesn't it, Jess? Absolutely amazing. Okay, so before we get into it, let's have a look at this week's Win It Weekly. Okay, so what a prize. We've got our wonderful, adorable, scoreable designer card packs to give away for you on Friday. Our collection 6. So these are your everyday patterns. Absolutely beautiful. It is our latest one in our everyday collection though. The luscious heritage lemons, gorgeous, and the holographic shimmer. And these beautiful tranquil impressions. They just look like a Monet painting. They're absolutely stunning. $34.95, 3 lucky winners. And we would like to know which US state holds the Surfing Santa event. How jazzy. Is it A, Hawaii, B, California, or C, Florida? I could see all those doing a bit of surfing.
Yeah, absolutely.
They're all coastal. They're all beachy. We love it. Get your comments in for that. Okay. Let's have a look at this wonderful collection then, shall we? Let's roll the VT. Okay, absolutely wonderful kit for you. Okay, so we are going to show you our Christmas window to the heart. Christmas wishes, can we just say as well, it's £19.99 for 16 wonderful 3D amazing concept cards, 2 of each, 8 designs with your envelopes and instructions. I did forget to take this yesterday to Hobby Maker, so apologies. It did, to be fair, only come off the printer on Monday night. But amazing photographic instructions for you. They're really easy to follow. And we did do the demo nice and slow, start to finish. And Kat's going to do the same for you.
And it's so easy.
They're so easy.
I think I would challenge anyone not to be able to put this together, even without the instructions.
Even without the instructions, for sure. You get the wonderful A5 envelopes because they do fold flat, of course. And then this is your amazing kit. We'll show you the card samples after. So you're going to get these wonderful bases. They do differ in the original window to the heart in the fact they've got this beautiful fancy label scalloped top to them. Absolutely stunning. And the designs, I think you'll agree, are incredible. So we've got this wonderful majestic reindeer there filled with all that woodland artwork there and foliage. this topper is completely bonus. You don't actually technically need it. So you're welcome for all the free toppers. They are going to make amazing centerpieces on your cards. Just add a bit of pattern paper and a sentiment. You've got this wonderful Christmas tree as well. All foiled, die cut, measured and scored for you to put together. So like I say, you're getting 2 of each. You get the wonderful poinsettias in that fresh, frosty green colour. Absolutely delightful. You've got Frosty the Snowman. So cute. So cute. Again, in that really nice, fresh, frosty blue. You've got the robin there. Oh my goodness. Absolutely gorgeous. So nice to have it in blue as well. That beautiful sort of minty, icy blue there that you're going to get. And then we're going to get your other designs. Let me just turn them round. Here we go. That one was just the wrong way around then. We've got the beautiful Dove of Peace. Stunning, isn't it? Absolutely stunning. These just do not fail to make you smile. The gingerbread man. So cute with his little candy cane and his candy house and his big green bow. So cute. So cute. So there's something for everybody in here. It's really like quite nice, heartfelt, classic artwork, but so appealing to absolutely everyone. You've got the big man there, Father Christmas, Santa Claus. Gorgeous artwork. Really stunning. And then these are your back panel pieces here. So they're absolutely stunning. There's going to be no white space, but there's plenty of room to write your messages. They're going to look wonderful from every single angle. Again, really nice sort of muted back panel pieces to finish off your cards in absolute style. Really easy to marry up because they've got the same artwork and the same colour scheme. So absolutely so easy to put these together. And again, you've got that wonderful shape there, so they're going to look really nice and symmetrical and beautiful. We've got the reindeer there, and then finally we've got our gingerbread men. These ones are just printed because obviously they are your sort of back pieces there. Absolutely beautiful, but your front ones are all foiled again on both sides. You've got all of that foiling and the frame as well that you pop out. We've still got the foiling on the bit that's left behind. And then finally, what you're going to need to finish these off is these wonderful inserts as well. Really nice poetry throughout here, really nice and versy. I think we had to read every single one out on Hobby Maker. No verse got left unread. We've got the special delivery, we've got the Christmas tree, we've got the gingerbread house, we've got in the forest there. Really easy to obviously marry up again because they're the same colour and they have that artwork on to match. Beautiful silky. These are actually coated, unlike regular inserts, they've actually got that coating on. So it's going to be really nice with that coated cardstock. Absolutely beautiful. And again, it's just going to give that tiny little bit of a sheen there. You get the really nice lines for you to just fussy cut those out. And again, we say fussy cutting. It's very minimal. You can absolutely manage this with a pair of scissors really easily. And then we've got our perfect poinsettias there as well. Absolutely gorgeous. You get 2 on 1 sheet because obviously the A5, you just chop into this bit with your trimmer, scissors around the edge, fold in half, bish, bash, bosh, done. Let's have a look at some cards, shall we? So these are those as is. Absolutely beautiful designs on there. Gorgeous. And then again, we've got the gingerbread house there. So you can just see how that, let's put that the right way around. You can just see how that window is just so inviting on there. Absolutely beautiful. They're going to look stunning, aren't they? Again, we've got but they do fold completely flat for you wonderfully to go into your A5 envelopes. Again, let's just give that a little press. So they're so easy to manipulate as well, even when you're getting them out the envelope. Just give them a good press and there you are. That's your window to the heart, all done. We've got the wonderful stag there as well. Again, just simply pop them out. Absolutely beautiful. They're so easy to put together. They're so much fun to put together as well. As Kat said, even beginners, we had so many beginners and new crafters join us yesterday on Hobby Maker. So I think that just goes to show how, you know, unintimidating and how easy and simple and how appealing they are to every single crafter. But we did lots as well where we like stepped them up and made some different ones. You know, absolutely so much fun. Gorgeous poinsettias there, beautiful candles. And then finally, the robin one here as well. Oh, here we go. This was the one that we did as a spinner card yesterday. just works so perfectly as a spinner there, just with that bonus toppers that you're going to get. Is worth using two if you can bear to spare them on just one card, but look at that, absolutely beautiful. And then again, we've got some alternative makes as well. So we've got the wonderful like aperture there. Again, really utilize that aperture and make it a feature of your card. Again, that sort of window look to your card. We've got a beautiful easel here. Here again, just chopping it up, making that aperture a bit of a statement, using that piece as a stopper. There's so much you can do with these cards. We've got this gatefold again that we made on Hobby Maker yesterday with the sort of matching belly band. Super easy one to do. You just reverse the sort of folds in and out and mat and layer them. We've got the shaker one that we made yesterday. You can see all these back on Hobby Maker if you want to. I just brought them because I thought they'd be so much fun to sort of show again. And then again, we've got that bow fronted snowman card as well, bringing in extra pieces of stash. But we are going to see how easy these are to put together. So Kat, we are going to come over to you.
Okay, we're going to try, but I feel like I'm kind of cheating a living demonstrating this
Oh,
one.
I know.
We're going to see how easy it is. So I've popped out the back piece, you pop out the front. Take out our frame and our topper, and then all you this is technically the hardest bit of it.
I know.
You're going to take this over, so as you saw, you get two on one sheet.
But I think people love how simple they are, Kat, and I think that's why they did so well.
Yeah, especially when you're getting something so fancy
I
at
know.
the end of it. It is incredible. Like I said, I think you get a little production line going, you can box these off in an hour.
Yeah, that's what we said as well last night on the show. Like, yeah, it's, you know, you're not giving up tons of your time to make these. And especially if you do have, you know, a lot to make, maybe you're getting 2 sets of these.
So you just trim that down, and then you can go in with your scissors or your craft knife, and then all you have to do is follow that little black line round the edge. And you know what, I'm not even going to rush, because if I rush, this demo is going to be over in a minute.
Yeah, I know, that's the thing, isn't it? But I think that's fine because, you know, like you say, you've got that time to just cut it out really nice.
Again, if you prefer your craft knife, this is just as easy to do with that. So we just take our time going round those edges, sit it on that line, and between moving your scissors and moving the paper, you should get this lovely and neat.
Ah,
And these papers are so beautiful to cut through as well.
aren't they just? They're just nice and silky and soft, and I think again that coating does really help.
Yeah, absolutely. And we just finish it off like that. And then you're going to take your back piece, we're going to turn it round. I'm going to put that centre fold in already. And what I like to do is I'm not sure this is on the instructions, I like to crease this beforehand.
Yes, I think it is on the instructions, yeah.
I'm going to take this and just burnish that down.
Yeah, it does just simply say, follow the guide, cut out the shaped edge and then score or fold in half vertically.
Yeah. And again, this is where I prefer my construction glue, just because we've got that shaped edge on the end.
Yeah.
You might just want that little bit of wiggle room. Make sure you're putting plenty around your fold.
I said exactly the same, and I'm not even as much of an advocate as you, but it was my favourite adhesive to use for this job as well.
It just allows you to get it perfectly in place
Yeah,
around that
100%.
edge. Give that a good burnish down, and then you can fold the whole thing over, and you can just see, I think it just helps get that crease line really lovely there.
Yeah.
And then we are going to fold these back, ready to go. We're going to go on with our front, fold that, these two come forward.
Yep, again, you can mountain and valley fold, you can fold in and out, whichever you prefer. It doesn't really matter, does it?
And again, I am going to use the construction glue, because this is what it's designed for at the end of the day.
Yeah,
it
quick
is
and easy.
Construction glue, and it will last up for these things. You're just going to need to leave it a couple of moments to dry.
Yeah,
but
absolutely.
Other than that, and then you can go in
This was one job I did prefer red liner tape for. But,
really?
Yeah.
Oh, so I like this so I can get it all
married up perfectly. No, the insert I definitely liked construction glue, but I don't know, I just felt like I was cheating on my red liner tape, not using it on a concept card.
See, if it was the straight edge one, I would have done it, but I just think, again, it just gives me that little bit of wiggle room.
Be kind to yourself, definitely.
And I hate to tell you, but that's the end of the demonstration.
That is it. But look at it though, you know,
Isn't it so stunning?
Absolutely stunning. And again, you get that all of that delicious foiling. The back's perfect for you to write on. Yeah, absolutely amazing. And again, you can be creating these cards, as Kat demonstrated, absolutely in minutes. Love hearing everybody's favourite design. Ursula says, I love the snowman. Sharon says, I love the stag. Denise on YouTube says she loves the Santa card. Claire Alcott says, loved your mates on Hobby Maker yesterday, Bex. Thank you. And Denise says, I loved the Santa card with the acetate as well. Again, loved that. Diane, this is an amazing kit. I have bought it this morning. Yes! And don't forget, you're going to get that free pocket pad as well. We're going to put the price up for you again, because again, I don't think we highlighted how incredibly reasonable it is. $19.99 is your full price. $18.99, so you're just knocking £1 off just for signing in with your email address and password. That is ridiculous. $17.99 for our wonderful diamond members. Look at how much you're going to get with this. Oh, that's not the right pack shot, is it? Sorry. Look at how much you're going to get with this kit. You're going to get all of this. You're going to get all of these wonderful envelopes for you. You are going to get the instructions and you are going to get all of your inserts. You do not need to worry about a thing. You just add adhesive. As Kat showed, she even used construction glue from start to finish. So it's just one type of adhesive if you choose. Lots and lots of love for that card. Thank you so much. I have some curse with these comments, Jess. Honestly, I don't know what it is. But let us know. Here we go. Viv Nichols. Love that card, Kat. Thank you. This is the easiest concept card to date. Gorgeous card, says Viv Williams. You are not wrong. Have to get it to my class, says Sam. It'd be a great one to do at craft classes, wouldn't it?
It would, absolutely.
Because, again, it'd be perfect for beginners, perfect for little groups, maybe a little crafty get-together, not something as formal as a class, perhaps. Right, let's show you our original window to the heart, because this was the reason why we did... Oh, sorry, Jess. This was the reason why we did them in the first place and brought them back out for Christmas, because they are ever so popular. Window to the heart, wonderful wishes here. So this is our everyday collection. So if you're not Christmas crafting, or maybe you've just joined us for the festive season and think, I love those Christmas window to the heart, we do them in an everyday edition. Window to the heart concept card kit. Again, you're going to get your envelopes and your instructions. We've got your inserts there as well. So we're going to flick through the wonderful bases and fronts to your cards. So again, you can just see that beautiful teacup with the peony, the wonderful kind of like pastel green colours in here. Really nice, really fresh, perfect for summer crafting as well. If you've got birthdays and things coming up, you get wedding ones in here. And again, wouldn't it just make the most stunning wedding card? You could put the date on there or the Mr. and Mrs. on there. Really jazz that up. That is going to be the most special wedding card that couple receives.
Absolutely, absolutely gorgeous. And I'm sure there's ways you could incorporate like a gift card and things like into it as well, really cleverly.
Absolutely, yeah. You could put a slot in there or a pocket, have it spinning. Absolutely, whatever you wanted to do, you could definitely incorporate that onto there. So that's your wedding one with the beautiful champagne. You've got the birthdays with the presents, the balloons. Again, all foiled for you beautifully by our machinists. Absolute incredible guys that they are. And like I say, this one does differ in the fact that it's completely, straight at the top. So you can be doing... there's even more you can do with it with like your sort of funky folds, because you're not going to do any sort of fussy cutting or having to incorporate that shape. Claire says, fabulous concept cards. They look super simple to make. They absolutely are. There's no trickery in these. Absolutely perfect. Again, what we were saying as well is they're just so accessible. Everybody can join in, nobody's left out. But as Kat said, if you are a bit more advanced, if you're stepping them up to make gift boxes and gift card holders, you absolutely can. These are going to be the sort of reverse panels of your cards. So again, just beautifully matches up with the artwork at the front. The florals, you've got the teacups, the birthday presents. Absolutely gorgeous. Diane says her favourite's the snowman and the robin. Thank you for letting us know your favourites. We absolutely love this, and it really does help us with any upcoming designs that you want to do. Absolutely gorgeous champagne one there. And the welly bobs, just perfect for summer, aren't they? Absolutely gorgeous. Ali said she'd love these individually. I know, they are absolutely beautiful. There are going to be designs that you just want over and over again for sure. On your retirement, on your wedding day, again, really nice sentiments that we just can't squeeze sentiments this long into our normal topper kits, can we? Because they're just absolutely really, really gorgeous, really nice full, 2-verse poems on here. And we know so many people, again, we were saying yesterday, that love verses on cards. Just more than a sentiment, more than happy birthday or best wishes. They're loving that poetry and that verse that you get. I know some people that buy cards or make cards more for the verse than the artwork.
Definitely. And I'm going to probably do it in the next demonstration,
yeah,
that it is split into 2 clear verses.
Yeah.
So if you're wanting to chop into
yes,
it and do something different and a bit on the top and a bit on the bottom, you've got a clear line, you can cut into that and play around with it.
Absolutely. I love that too as well. There was a couple of cards that unfortunately I could only squeeze, like for example this Santa one. I actually did make this, and we did make it in the snowman version at Hobby Maker. And you've got that first verse on there. Obviously, you could probably squeeze it on there if you wanted to. But just for the clean look, you'd put the second verse in there. And then it's really inviting to open it and have that second verse as well. So you can absolutely do that. And as Kat said, it's so wonderful that there is that distinction on there. So you've got your in sympathy, you've got your get well wishes, those really more tough cards to make there. And then you have all of your window to the heart wonderful wishes kit. Again, look at all that coming to you. $19.99. I'd maybe treat yourself to both. And then again, like you say, if you're batch making, you only really need to set an hour and a half, 2 hours to make probably all of those. You can make a set whilst you're doing of Christmas and then move straight onto your birthdays and occasions.
Yeah, definitely.
So good. And then finally, we have to show you. This one is selling out. We said this at Hobby Maker as well. Sorry, this is the right one, isn't it, Jess? Yeah, Festive Terrariums concept card. Absolutely. We did this show last week together, didn't we, Kat?
Was that a week?
A week, I know. Don't.
Wow.
Where is the time going? And these are absolutely amazing. You can watch Kat's incredible demos back because I can vouch that they were amazing. Absolutely gorgeous. We've got the deck the halls. We've got the wonderful sort of festive birds on there, the delightful doves. Really, really nice. And again, absolutely jam-packed. You're going to get 2 sentiments, 2 tags, 2 of those little buttons. You've got a handmade label, and that's before we even move on to our element sheets that you're getting with this. We've got the poinsettias in the red. We love this one. Absolutely gorgeous, warm winter colours on there with the candle and the candied orange and the pine cones. We've got the toy rocking horse on there. Beautiful, beautiful. So easy to make as well. Again, even if you are an experienced crafter and you just want to save time, we know so many people have dozens of cards to make and just don't want to spend that time doing every single one as a really fancy die cut stamped creation. You just want to make a few of those special cards and then the rest quick and easy. This is your go-to, and they're so reasonable as well. I would say they're probably going to work out cheaper than shop bought cards, but 20 times more amazing. These are all your elements that you're going to get all foiled and die cut for you to add on to your terrariums as you wish. Jess has kindly got us some card models to show. Gorgeous presents, crackers, snowflakes, everything in there. And we just absolutely love them. This is how they look once they're all made up. So really, again, spectacular dimension on there. Beautiful and so unique in the way that you can arrange the elements as you see fit. You can put as many or as few on as you like. You can arrange every single one of them differently. We've got them turned into wonderful tree decorations there as well, and a shaker element in there. We've got Amy's wonderful sort of Christmas bouquet, and the lantern there with that acetate. Another stunning make. And then again, you're going to have elements left over to just make your normal cards, because you just get so many on there. So really nice one to make. Again, it's selling out. It's almost gone on Hobby Maker. Very limited on there. So I'm sure it's going to sell out soon. And the stunning snow globes as well, that's sold out on Hobby Maker. I don't know how the stock is with us, but absolutely incredible. And can we just talk about how much amazing double face satin ribbon you're going to have? I would say, I said this yesterday, you're going to have about half left, aren't you? Yeah. Easily would bet a bottom dollar that you get half left. Okay, show cards, we've done that. We ready, Jess?
We showed the one.
The normal. Oh no, we haven't. So these are so fun, and like I was saying, because you've not got that shaped element to deal with, you can just make them really easily into some sort of fun fold card. So we've got this one with that sort of wonderful flap, that belt, that's one of Jane's. Again, making the most of that aperture. We've got some acetate in there that you could just see. You could be using your foiled acetate for that. Absolutely beautiful. And then again, we've got those everyday Wonderful Wishes concept card kit. £19.99. You're going to make 16 wonderful cards with this. You've got those floral wellies. Oh, again, we've got a spinner card, guys. This is my favourite. I just love how effective they are. Absolutely wonderful. Let's get it going. There we go. Oh my goodness, so fun. We've got this one as well. Again, chopping up those panels and pieces. Completely bonus topper, and we've got a little tag on there. That is beautiful. I love that. Gorgeous. And then again, your wonderful insert in there. But yes, absolutely, it is all about our Christmas launch today, our window to the heart, festive Christmas wishes. And we're going to see another demonstration, aren't we, Kat?
Let's try.
Let's try.
So this time we're going with our gingerbread one. I've popped all my elements out. We're going to make like a little easel. My idea for this one is that maybe you use it to like stand a candle or something on the front of that tonic or something afterwards. So we're going to pop that element out of there. We're going to come over to our back element, and we're just going to trim off our sides, and this is going to create our base. Or maybe with gingerbread, so you could put like a few cookies on. It might be cute to turn it into something like when you leave the cookies out for Santa or something like that. This one. And then all I'm going to do is, I have had it today. Where have you gone, score tool? Here you are. We're just going to score like ½ an inch at the end, just to create a little panel that we can attach to the back of our first card to make it sit up. And then this one I'll behave and I'll do as Bex likes me to do, and I'll use my red liner tape. Oh
no, it's just a personal favourite. There's no rules in crafting.
There's not, and these are the two. Wherever you're constructing, if you're doing 3D projects, these are the two adhesives that we will always recommend. You may see us cheat sometimes in the issue of time, but your strongest choices are your high-tack tape and your construction glue. And if it's nice straight edges and I'm confident I can line it up, I will go with the red liner. So we're just going to pop that at the back there, and you can see already we've created this lovely kind of like pop-up.
That's so cool.
So we will just put that like that, and then we are going to take our topper.
Beautiful.
And let's incorporate this. You know, I'm a bit naughty sometimes, and I do like to not discard my frames, but sometimes they don't get the moment they deserve, do they? So we're going to put this down in the middle.
I know. I just think there's just so many amazing things you can do, and like you say, we do sometimes struggle to show the love to our middle frames, but we do love them. So it's nice to see it being demonstrated.
So we've just popped that on there, and it's dead easy. Just line your top points up with that score line, and it'll just help disguise what's going on there.
Oh, for sure.
Well. And then let's add some foam pads to our centre topper. And then it's deciding, which I've still not 100% done yet,
Okay.
how we are going to fill this panel at the back.
Well, I'm excited for this.
So, let's get this down. It's just because, you're all screaming at me. Just pop your insert behind it. But it's not quite that simple. As you'll see, if I do this
doesn't
now,
quite fit, does it?
It doesn't quite fit because it's designed to work with the aperture, the fold, when the box is open. Then you can see fully through. But if you just pop it onto flat, you end up cutting things off. And if I move it over that way so it fits, I'm going to lose some of my gingerbread man. So I'm going to be a bit cheeky, and we're going to start cutting into this.
Nice.
And as I was looking at it before, I was wondering if I could cut my gingerbread man out as an extra element as well, if I'm really, really careful with this cut line here. I might end up losing a tiny, tiny little bit of the cane. I'm going to have to come in with my scissors, I think.
Yeah, I think maybe, because it is quite tight. I have done this one before. If you fussy cut the gingerbread man out first.
Yeah, so I'm going to come up as far as I can. And then I can play around with these two sections afterwards. I'm going to go as tight as I can to that line.
That the team have put. Who's adding this into our basket? Viv Williams put, I am. Like, just that, I am.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Right, so let's get fussy cutting this guy out, because I'm sure we can reuse him in the design later. And I'm just going to, that's his little hand there, take that around. And again, this obviously is the same papers as what we were using before, so it's absolutely beautiful to cut. Slice that off. My scissors are sticky, so my little bits are
a little bit. I know mine were like that yesterday.
Right, I'm going to very roughly cut around that leaf there. But again, there's so many beautiful details going on that a little bit of wobbly cutting, nobody is going to notice. Oh,
do you want another pair of scissors, Kat? There's,
so
there's loads in this basket
got
as well.
12 in my box.
I know.
To be fair, they're probably all just as bad. So we come round. We're just finding the lines closest to the edge of him here, and I think that is the trickiest part done, so we should be able to get round the rest of him.
Yeah, and absolutely, and because it is that really nice silky paper, I want to say it's the same as your little book pages. I'm not 100% on that, but I'd be very, very surprised if it wasn't.
Yeah, and your duo design. It's
all of those, gorgeous sort of silky coated papers, beautiful for fussy cutting.
So we're just going to come round like this. Really easy to do. Let's take away some of that excess, just makes it easier every now and again.
Yep.
I was originally, the reason this one isn't quite as prepped as it was going to be is because I was going to do a gatefold, and then Beck said she did that yesterday, so I was like, all right, okay, let's change it up a bit.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I know Amy did one too, and I think again it just has that natural sort of, with the symmetrical sides.
It does.
It does lean to that. So I am really sorry that you've had to prep this a bit on the fly.
Okay. I'm sure they don't mind. So now what we can do, we cut this in. You can either just go in with your trimmer if you can find a nice neat edge, but sometimes with these, again, it's nice just to do that kind of, I'm going to go for the word wibbly. Wibbly cutting.
We
around.
love that.
And again, it might take a little bit longer to do, but I know
nobody minds. And the first demo was so quick. What, sorry? We should have timed that demo. Maybe, are you going to do a reel on these, Jess? Maybe you should time that.
Maybe.
You won't even need to speed it
No,
up.
that's fine. So it's my Friday today.
It's your Friday today. What are you doing the rest of the week?
Nothing planned.
Nothing planned. Beautiful. I'm off next week.
Nice. What are you doing next week?
Cricket, cricket, cricket.
Cricket.
We have to pray for the weather people.
So we do like that with that one. And we'll do it with this.
Love this. Viv Williams has said, I am getting this too. Yes. Susan says, I need to wait as it's hubby's birthday this week. I've had a few orders already. I'll make up for it. Maybe you could say your birthday present, I'm going to get this kit, and for your birthday present, you get a lovely hour of peace and quiet.
Quiet,
I'll
yeah.
make you a cup of tea.
It's a good way to term it,
Isn't it? Who wouldn't love that? I would love that, you know.
I know.
A little hour off everything while I go and do my crafting.
That would be so cool.
But yeah, Claire says Fussy Cutters United, 100%. We have got a few people that love fussy cutting. Viv says wibbly or wobbly, we're not fussed. So true. Hayley says I am loving this kit. Chloe says the gingerbread man was her favourite from the Blockbuster. We have, you know, if you love your gingerbread man, it is gorgeous, and you get that wonderful verse as well.
So
Would I be interrupting your flow if we read it? I'll try and find a minute to do it.
So I am just going to take some Adorable Scorable. This is just in the cream, and we're just going to use this as a base to draw round the outside here. I probably should have done this first. But here goes. So let's take our pencil. I'm going to take it right up to the edge and the bottom, and then I've only got to worry about 2 sides, she says, with all the edges here. She's trying to make it as neat as possible. Are we straight? I think we are. And then we can just sketch again around the top here, down the sides to that edge, and then mark down this one, cut down there. We'll trim the top bit, the side bit with our trimmer, make that nice and quick.
Oh, that's so good.
A little sliver in, just so you know nothing's going to be peeking from behind.
Yeah, absolutely.
Cut this again.
Karen Wiltshire on YouTube agrees with me. She says, this is how my husband views my HD purchases. His piece. Absolutely. Sheila J says, I love this so much. I bought 2 sets. Cannot wait to have it in my hands.
Yeah, I do think this is one that's people will be multi-buying on.
Yeah, absolutely. So it says, in a cosy house of sugar and spice lived a gingerbread family, warm and nice, with frosting smiles, candy trim, their world was sweet from toe to brim.
Aww.
I know, that's just the first verse, Kat. They sang by the fire of cinnamon logs, marshmallow pillows and jelly bean dogs. At Christmas they danced in peppermint snow in a world where joy and cookies grow. Isn't that the cutest? Our design team are just incredible, incredible poets.
I'm popping this onto the scoreboard. I'm just adding some score details in just to fancy it up a bit, but you could be picking out, I was reading the shelves, just some already done like foiled Adorable Scorable, or some papers. There's loads that we have launched already this year that would match beautifully with this collection.
Yeah, absolutely. The Snowfall Adorable Scorable, if you want that finish to it, that looks lovely with those scores.
Just to add a bit of that in, have we a sanding block anywhere? Probably not. You know I like to sand these things back. But no, never mind. So we are going to pop this in the back of here now. So again, I'm just going to go with my construction glue.
Amazing.
Pop this around. Add this on to that back panel, and again your construction glue is perfect for this job because it means you can line everything up and have no rough edges. And then ideally I would go and matte and layer these and add a little bit of gold around the edges.
Oh yeah.
But because I've been spending so much time cutting them out already, I'm just going to pop them on as is.
It's worth that time,
I'm
though.
gonna
Don't
add
worry.
my gingerbread man on first.
Oh, Fiona says her favourite part of concept card shows is watching us ladies make them up in clever ways.
We do like to try.
We do. I think it is such a challenge, though, isn't it? I'm like, challenge accepted.
Yeah.
This is looking amazing, Kat.
I love that. So
Bex
cute.
could do Jack and Ori. Stop it. There's so much pressure reading those. I think I'd collapse from stress.
And then this one coming down the side there. And there we have the basis. And there's ways you could take this so much further, but I do like that stand element. And I think if you put a few cookies on there and things like that for Santa, or maybe an electronic candle in there as well. Just
It's like
takes it to another.
It's an absolute gorgeous like mantelpiece decoration.
Yeah.
Again, maybe in like a kid's room,
Yeah.
putting the candle out for like Santa to see, you know. Absolutely gorgeous make. Thank you so much, Kat. And
You
a
are
really nice,
welcome.
easy one. Again, I think one that everybody can join in with.
Absolutely.
You know, no extra materials, no die cutting, no particular fussy cutting if you don't want to.
Nope.
Absolutely amazing. Thank you so much, Kat.
You're welcome.
Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. Karen Willis says, great card, Kat. Oh, love it. Thank you so much. Lots of love on YouTube. Fiona says, so clever. Linda, another gorgeous card, Kat. Catherine, beautiful card, Kat. Thank you, everybody. Okay, Win It Weekly reminder for that card stock. Which US state holds the Surfing Santa event? Is it A, Hawaii, B, California, or C, Florida? Now, I did jump straight into the launch today, but I did promise Kelly, promise Kelly, that I would let our lovely viewers know about our dispatch, because the team are doing amazing and they have got up of well over 1,000 orders and they are just absolutely smashing it. We are on a 2-day dispatch at the moment, aren't we? As it stands, so your goodies are getting out to you thick and fast. We love that. They're working so hard, and so thanks everybody on the dispatch team. They are working really hard, and amazing lead times. Win It Weekly reminder, we've done that. Dispatch, we've mentioned diamond deals. Ooh, so exciting. Right, let me just move some of these things out the way, and then let's get our diamond deals in. We've got more card models to show you with the window to the heart. I'm just going to put that down there a sec. Okay. Oh, this looks lovely, Jess. It's very well set out. Okay, the big bad boy. The A3. This A3 cutting mat is £19.99. Stop it. That is a bargain. It is such good quality. This is the one that now lives on my desk full time. Mainly because I just love these measurements here as well. But it's really great to fussy cut on. Again, it's great to do some media on, which I don't always like to use the purple mats for because it does get a little bit difficult to clean after a long while. And I do, like I say, use it consistently for like 7 hours a day. So this one is absolutely wonderful. It's large, oversized A3, metric and imperial measurements. It's got all of your card blanks. Like, I used to freak out, you know, when we did little books and pocket pads.
Yeah.
Because I just never remembered them, whereas they're here in metric and imperial for you. You get all your card blank sizes on here. It's just an absolute dream to work with. Get it in your basket. It is $19.99. It is only available for our diamond members, can we just say. So you need to become a club member. It's only $19.99 to join, and you're going to get that amazing discount. Like, sorry, £8.99. Oh my gosh. This is just because I've just said, like, I don't use it as much as my glass mat. It's worth it. $8.99. I think it's like, oh, well, have a day off, Dex. Have a discount on it. £8.99. That's ridiculous. Absolutely amazing. Again, you get your metric and your imperial, depending on which side you want to work with. You get all your card blanks. I know Amy loves this for fussy cutting. She has to have a self-healing mat. So it definitely is worth having both for you to do your fussy cutting on as well. It's a really, really strong, bouncy kind of mat. I know a lot of people say they prefer this mat for fussy cutting, but it is essential for any kind of crafter. Again, if you're just starting out and you want sort of like, you know, those really budget-friendly supplies, this is one that I would be getting into my basket. Again, it's that A3 size as well. What else have we got for you? The Ultra High Tack Tape Mega Buy. We were just saying how much we love this for concept cards. Well, here it is. We don't have any packaged up. They're just so popular, aren't they? But you're going to get 3 rolls of your 12mm 5 double-sided tape. It's Stronghold, it's double-sided, it's permanent. Permanent is one word for it. Yes, absolutely. That grab is just insane. It is so good. It is our favourite for construction, for acetate crafting, for concept cards. We absolutely love it. £7.50. Bargain, bargain, bargain. Again, only for our Diamond members. And then we have our permanent tape. That's this one, the purple one. This is the runner as well, isn't it? The runner, and it's got a thing inside ready to go. Absolutely amazing. So that's £2.99. Again, even if you've already got one, treat yourself to a spare, £1 off. And then we've got the dots one is £3.49. Again, we saw Kat using that in that demo. Absolutely incredible. Again, it's wonderful for cutting out apertures as well, so that you can just go around your corners and your edges. Really, really good one. And then we've got your refills for you. So we've got your tape runner refills, £7.32. Again, always worth stocking up on these because we go through them like mad. £7.32. They are absolutely amazing. Just makes adhering things so quick and easy. And then we have your dots as well at £8.38. So again, worth stocking up. Why would you not save money on your essentials? It gives you more money for the pretty things for sure. £8.38. Absolutely incredible. So you can get all of those deals if you are one of our Diamond members. Absolutely worth joining. You get a free kit as well, which practically pays for itself by the membership fee. And then we're going to recap today's launch, aren't we, Jess? Absolutely incredible. We're on track. Okay, so it is our wonderful, very, very popular, incredible. We had sellouts on Hobby Maker, our concept card, Window to the Heart, Christmas Wishes. 16 of your amazing Window to the Heart concept cards, 2 of each of 8 designs. And this is the first design here, that wonderful majestic reindeer in the woodlands. We've got our living room fireplace Christmas tree scene there with all of the presents, the holly, the star on top of the tree. Beautiful colours, die cut for you, measured for you, scored for you. You get that lovely label shape at the top for you to give it that really extra special pizzazz. You've got the poinsettias there, love that green. Absolute favourite colour of this kit. The frosty snowman, oh my goodness, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And then we've got the robin on here. The gingerbread man that we just saw is coming up. We've got the dove of peace, let's not leave her out. She's beautiful, absolutely stunning. Just that artwork is incredible. Our design team do such an amazing job. Again, the gingerbread man that we've just seen from the first demo, we love him. He's so cute. Father Christmas that we saw from the very first demo that Kat did, just putting that together, an absolute, oh my goodness, minutes to make. And then these are your sort of back panel pieces here. That is going to just keep your cards looking sharp and fresh and beautiful from every single angle. Front, back, side, everywhere. Gorgeous, 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 gorgeous. Susan says she loves the robin. It's my favourite. Sam says need to take advantage of the diamond deals and get some refills. You absolutely do. Claire says me too. Yeah, worth stocking up on. Really, really worth stocking up on all of your essentials. I think save money where you can, and then again, you've got more money for things like this. Who would not want to spend $19.99 on this incredible kit? Again, $18.99 just for signing in as one of our club members, and our Diamond members, $17.99. Again, that's all of your base pieces. You're going to get your envelopes, and then you're going to get your wonderful poetic verses to put in that window, because it is just so inviting to look through that window. So we had to finish them off in style with these wonderful verses written by our incredible, incredible design team. So gorgeous, gorgeous designs on all of these. Really easy to marry up. Lots of different festive colours and themes throughout there. We've got florals, we've got frosty themes, we've got nostalgic, we've got something for the kids and family. They are absolutely incredible. We'll show you a couple more of our card makes. Oh, this was the stepper that we did yesterday. Love that. And again, how well does that go with our adorable scoreable? And then this is where you can be bringing in extra things such as your shape sentiment. We've got one on every single step of that one. We've got Holly Jolly Christmas, Christmas Blessings, and From Me to You. Again, as Kat said, you can chop into those poems really, really nicely. We've got the Santa spinner one here. Just love this. Oh, isn't that just amazing? So, so special. And then again, you can still see that verse sort of in the background there, really, really beautifully. And again, front and back, all dressed to perfection. Absolute amazing. And we've got this gingerbread card that Amy did as well, using it as a shaped card. Again, like I say, it does, as Kat said, it doesn't quite fit, but doing it as a shaped card just allows you to open it and see that verse through there. So we love that. Again, we've got another shaker design for you with that Christmas tree and the shape sentiments, pairing it with some pattern papers. And again, we've got another lovely gatefold here by our wonderful, wonderful Amy. She's used the verse on the back. Again, use that bit of that topper on a little belly band to seal it up. And again, the wonderful sentiments from your shape book of sentiments. Such a good partner for this if you want extra sentiments alongside the poem as well. Absolutely beautiful. So we love, love, love all of our cards for the window to the heart Christmas wishes. But I think it's time to squeeze one last demo in.
Squeeze is going to be the word for it, because this one might be a little bit of a labour of love.
Oh, really?
We will go. So this time we are going with that beautiful Christmas reindeer here. So we're taking our back piece and we're leaving it facing up, and we're going to fold them in. First thing we're going to do is, I'm trying to think which is the best way to do this. Have I got a decent size on here? No, I'm just going to use, and I'm sorry if this is really, really rough. I know we've got some things here. I'm going to just cut out a tiny, tiny little rectangular section. You're going to think I've gone crazy, but I promise there is method in the madness.
We do not.
So,
Diane says we love seeing other ways to use these kits, so go for it.
We have a problem.
With you.
My
blade's gone.
My blade's gone out.
Oh, I've got some spare ones. I'll go and get you one.
Oh, what? It's here. It's falling out. It's just here.
Oh, we've got one?
Go. Blooper reels all over the place at the background here. So we're just going to cut out tiny little sliver of a rectangle. Some of you might have seen me do this before and know what's coming, but if you don't, you can wait and be surprised. It needs new blade as well, but that is something we have learnt. So we're just going to pop that out of there and create that little pocket.
Okay, yeah, I am intrigued. I didn't think that was going to be.
So we're going to fold these bits in. It's making sure I do everything in the right order now, because there are a few steps to this card. So the next thing I'm going to do is I want to create like a acetate pocket in the middle here.
Okay, yeah.
To bring it up, because we're going to turn this into a box by sticking the two bits together. But it is quite deep. These are about 2-inch sides, so I want to bring my foreground forward a bit. So I'm going to use some Snowfall acetate to do this. So all I do is I pop this on here. We'll cut it down width-wise first. So if we measure the width of this middle panel, and I think it's just a notch under 5.5, but 5.5 is fine. And then we're going to add 1/2 inch to each side, so we've got 2 little tabs to secure it down. So we'll go to 6.5, and then we'll put 2 score lines in. So 1/2 inch on each side. just like that. So that's all marked up for us. Then we're going to put this back onto here, and we want to trace out the top of this to cut round so we have that nice fancy shape as well.
Yeah, okay,
so you should see when
nice.
you sit that on there. Now, little tip for something again that's coming next, just take it a couple mils up from the bottom.
Yeah.
Don't sit it flush. We just need a little bit of room that we can slide something through there afterwards. So take it a couple of mils up, and then I like to use my score tool. Your ball tools will do this as well, but go from where that score line meets the corner here, and we're just going to trace around
Oh yeah.
that edge, just so it's
Clever.
really embossed into there, and then we've got a really clear guide for cutting that out. So emboss that round and then cut it all down, and you should end up with a piece like this that fits perfectly.
Oh,
Can you see
excellent.
the edge there?
Wow.
I've prepped this bit because you've seen me cut that edge a million times
Yeah.
today. I've added some red liner tape to the sides here, and we're just going to pop this in. And the beauty with your high-tack tape, and especially like Snowfall Mirri, it's
Yeah.
going to be quite invisible. So the trick is now just to line this up, like I said, make sure you leave in that little bit of a mil gap at the bottom. Pop them onto those sides. Again, I like to do it a piece at a time because I don't want this to accidentally stick somewhere while I'm doing the other thing. And then we can fold this in, bring this up so it sits nicely. She says, I'm not sure which is the best way around to do it. Lining it up just like that. Make sure that scored edge is sitting perfectly on there. We go there, bring it over, and she hopes that's about right. So we've just created this little insert in the middle that's going to bring that foreground forward for us a little bit.
Gorgeous.
So you can see that there. So we're going to leave that for a moment, and we're going to move over. No, we're not. We're going to pop on our topper. So I've taken my topper again because I want to build this out even more. I've done 3 layers of foam pads on there,
nice.
just so it's really popping forward for us. Do you know what? I'm not going to do it yet. I'm going to be careful and pop it to the side so I can make sure it's central with this afterwards. So the idea is that we're going to pop this on, and you can see how we're creating this box effect here. I made one like this the other day, and this is where the extra comes in, and I thought, how can I make this even more special? And I think it's just screaming for some Christmas lights.
Yes.
So bear with me while we get these in. So I'm thinking if I stick them around the inside here,
Yeah.
and then I can thread them through, hence why I've left a little lip there and put my little pocket at
Nice.
the back, so I can thread them through fairly seamlessly.
We're so excited.
So I've got my Christmas lights. Now, be very careful what I say here, but we would normally tell you to head over to that famous internet shop and you can find them there. We're telling you today, don't do that. Be patient. Just be patient.
Yep.
Not long, okay?
Amazing.
And I'm going to leave it at that.
Right, well, if Kat's doing this, and I'm going to read out this comment from YouTube. Nicola says, HD, can you do a book of poems, just like the sentiments, but obviously verses? Now, we do have our perfect verses, but again, maybe if you're very patient, Santa will come early for you.
Yeah.
And again, that's all I'm saying.
So when you get your lights, they're really, really long, and there's too many, and they're spaced apart. So what I like to do is kind of fold them over. It's hard to show because they're on the screen.
Yeah.
Wrap them round a couple of times, and then if you can see what I'm doing here, because they're like on a wire, you can kind of spin them.
Yeah, manipulate them
together, and you should still have enough. It spreads them out. It brings the little lights closer as well. Just twist them to everything's where you want it to be. And it's great having that length because it gives you so many options of how you can play around and do what you're going to do with them. So again, just so I know I've got enough room, I'm going to work from the back. So I'm going to slide these underneath here.
Everyone is so excited for this demo cat.
And we can slide them through. So I know I've got enough to work around on the insides. So I think what I'm going to do now is put this panel on here.
Yep.
So it's nice and secure for while I'm working. So again, I'm going to go with my glue so I can get it up nice and neat. So we will pop that on.
Imagine
like
as well, if you're just getting your if you're just getting your construction glue and stuff, you're still going to get that free pocket pad.
You are. It's incredible.
Absolutely incredible.
Now I'm going to take some red liner tape and we are going to take this round the edges of this here. Just so I've got something to stick my lights to. And you will, even with the thicker one, you're going to get a few little bits that fold over, but in reality, that's better. It does help stick your lights down a little bit more. You can, once they're in, go and add some extra tape on to secure them in place. Nobody's going to see this bit from the back. This is all going to be hidden on the inside, so it doesn't have to look perfect. And we will, going back to that blade, take this off like that.
Oh, here we go. That is the most satisfying peel ever, isn't it?
Oh, it is when it works. And then we can just start manipulating these around this edge and just stick them on to that red liner, flattening them out along that tape, just around the
Kat, I just have to say, because I've watched a few of your demos with Christmas lights, you are a wizard at Christmas lights.
I'm going to take this a little bit further actually, because it's not quite gone all the way round, and I think I've got a little bit of excess I can use here just to make it go a bit further. So maybe let's take it round the other way this time. Sorry, I know it's really hard for you to see what I'm doing with everything folding up, but it will just stick onto there perfectly. I don't think, I'm feeling how sticky this is going down. I don't think you're going to need any excess to hold it into place. I think it's going to work perfectly. And like that, it goes all the way around.
Ooh! What a showstopper.
So now let's thread this a bit back more through here. We're going to go with our construction glue again onto this inner panel. We can piece this back together. Let's just stick in there a little bit. Ooh, I've pulled those lights. Hang on, hang on. It's coming. Just needs a little bit of manipulation.
Everybody is so engrossed in this demo. So many comments saying, I cannot stop watching.
Round there. Then we have our box front. That's just pulled up a bit, so I'm just going to do that. Then we can pop this on here. You can just use a foam pad. They're absolutely perfect for popping this on. Just pop that to the side there, take the back off, and you can pop that on lovely and neatly at the back. And turn, no, I'm not going to do that till we've got our topper on. That we popped over here earlier. And we'll go in, add our topper somewhat centrally. I'm not sure that's 100% perfect.
It's really hard to do once you're going in layers, isn't it?
But we will do that. Let's pop our lights on.
Oh my goodness, look at that, everybody. Oh my gosh, I say this every time, like working with you and your last demo, Kat, it's like the showstopper on the bake-off. It's absolutely incredible. Look at that. Absolutely beautiful. Again, you've got all of those sides perfect, aren't they? And again, You could bring that out year after year after year.
Absolutely.
Thank you
yes.
so much for that
You
incredible,
are welcome.
all 3 incredible demonstrations. Even the first one, which were like, I've kind of cheated you guys. I think
Well, I tried to make up for it afterwards.
No, I honestly don't be. I think it actually just goes to show. I don't think you're cheating anybody. I think you're doing everyone a favour, showing everyone how quick and easy they are,
Yeah.
and how everybody can get involved with them. So we love it. It is our window to the heart concept cards. We've absolutely had a cracking morning. Stunning card, Cat. Stunning card. Fantastic card, Cat. Diane says stunning, all the heart eyes. Susan says I'll watch this back while I try it. Amazing, thank you. Margaret says order due to be delivered in the next hour. Caroline says I've just bought some lights from the online shop. What's wrong with them? Nothing, absolutely nothing. But you know,
They may not be the only place they're available in the future.
thank you, Kat. Thank you. Absolutely amazing. We're saying absolutely nowhere about where they might be available from in the future.
Future.
In the near future. Thank you, Kat. You're going to get me in trouble. Sheila says, oh my goodness, really beautiful. Martina says, wow, I love this card. It's amazing. Jan Berry, you have outdone yourself, Kat.
Oh, thank you.
Absolutely amazing. Okay. Jackie Bradley, wowzers. Sorry, I need to these comments are just amazing. We love the love for our projects. Thank you so much. It really does make our day. Next up on Hobby Maker, Amy is there tomorrow. She has got, oh my gosh, I did not get to work on these, but they're fantastic. The bookmark toppers. The designs, the concept, we just love them. Do not miss that show at 2 p.m. 4 p.m. she's got Moonstone Christmas Cuties. Oh, they're lovely. And 7 p.m. again, she's got another showing of our bookmark toppers. Next up on Hunky Dory TV, ho, ho, ho. We are going to be showing you our wonderful festive peel-offs. Again, we just think they're the perfect partner for all the new launches we've had. That's going to be me and Natalie on that show from 10 a.m. So do join us tomorrow. Have a lovely rest of your Wednesday.